What's up guys, welcome to Spare Change. Here on the channel, we do a lot of home theater related videos, as well as 4K Blu-ray reviews for the home theater and movie enthusiasts. So if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Today in for a review, we have 1995's Best Picture winner, Forrest Gump on 4K Blu-ray. I won't discuss any plot details because I know you've already seen it. I'm just going to share with you my thoughts on the video and audio quality. Now for some tech specs. The movie was shot on 35mm. It's got a 4K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 142 minutes. Aspect ratio is 239:1. So yes, there are black bars when watched on a television. So just like the famous line in the movie,
"You never know what you're gonna get."
That's what I thought about this transfer. It was a mixed experience. Now let's get the bad stuff out of the way first. After watching the entire film, I felt maybe a little over half of the film was just riddled with DNR. Most of the wide view shots were a smooth and blurry mess, along with most of the aerial shots. There's this scene right here of Forrest Gump's house that just looked downright bad. The many sweeping cinematic landscapes during the Vietnam War, or while he was running, was just bathed in noise reduction and just came out blurry. These should have been beautiful shots, but sadly they were lost. I mean, I know people hate seeing film grain, but when you try to erase all that grain, you do lose a lot of detail. Thankfully, a lot of the close-ups did look very good, and not as bad as that Terminator Judgment Day transfer, which made everyone's faces look extra smooth and waxy. For example, most of the shots of Tom Hanks while he's sitting on the bench waiting for the bus did look excellent. Fine details like his freshly shaven head and facial pores did come through very cleanly. In Chapter 3, when he's breaking free from the leg braces, the surrounding backgrounds like the grass and trees did look richly detailed and was full of textures. There is some fine grain through all of the non-DNR'd portions of the movie, which I didn't find distracting or very noticeable. HDR usage here isn't really going to grab your attention, but there is some extra color saturation if you're coming from the standard Blu-ray. Bright highlights were only really noticeable during the explosion in the Vietnam War, otherwise I didn't get any wow HDR moments. Black levels were sometimes a bit muddy, and other times they were solid with discernible shadow detail in those darker scenes.
Run, Forrest, run!
Audio gets a new Dolby Atmos mix, and I didn't find it added much to the audible presentation. The real standout would be the Vietnam shootout part of the film. There are gunshots whizzing through each speaker, and there is a little bit of bass response here during the explosions. Height channels were active during the couple helicopter flyovers, but they were pretty much quiet for the most part. The musical soundtrack did spread out in the front soundstage and had some good detail. Ambiance filled in the lower channels, and since this is a mostly dialogue-heavy film, there were no problems in that area. So for audio, I'm gonna give it a 6. I didn't find much of an improvement over the standard Blu-ray, except for maybe the couple flyover parts. For video, I'm gonna go with a 5. When it looks bad, it really looks bad. When it looks good, it looks like a modern day film. So I had to meet it halfway. This is better than the standard Blu-ray, but the inconsistent image quality is a real letdown. So should you pick this disc up? I suppose if you're a huge fan of the film. Otherwise, I'd probably wait for a deep discount on it. Now, if you want to pick it up, I'll leave a link for it down below in the description. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this transfer, and give us a thumbs up if you found the video helpful. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys again in the next one.